In Ireland, people are living longer than ever. But in some parts of the world, it has long been commonplace for people to live past 100 years of age. Explorer and educator Dan Buettner analysed these communities, which he labelled the Blue Zones, and discovered that they shared a number of common traits. Dan then set up the Blue Zones organisation to test whether introducing these common traits into an American town would succeed in lengthening and improving the lives of its citizens. For the test to work, they first needed to find a really average town.
That's where we came in.
Ellen Kerr is the organisational lead for the Blue Zones project in Albert Lea, Minnesota, who in 2009 became the first town to adopt the Blue Zones lifestyle. Eddie went to meet Ellen to find out more about her town's experience.
We were below the national and the Minnesota standards in health indicators. Our county was 68th out of 87 counties in Minnesota. Actually, our attitude was, what do we have to lose? One of the philosophies of the Blue Zones project is natural movement. So we put in 7 miles of sidewalk gaps, several miles of bike lanes, took out stop lights and put in stop signs, gathering places for outdoor dining, wider sidewalks.
Since these planning initiatives, biking and walking have increased by 40% in Albert Lea. And in the area of diet, there's also been a real sea change. Here at the Hy-Vee grocery store, they've seen an increase of 130% in the health market section.
The healthy options aisle started as 2, now it's 7 aisles. This can happen in our supermarkets back in Ireland. What an amazing little concept. Every Wednesday, you can fill this bag as high as you want, you put in your stuff, and you get 10% off, nudging people to make the healthy choice the easier choice.
And making the healthy choice the easy choice has been extended into the town schools and its workplaces, like here at Freeborn Moor.
Everything that we have in there is priced pretty much at cost to make it affordable for employees. It kind of makes it an easy and convenient choice to eat the healthy foods. It's been a huge success. We used to have a jar with candy bars and chips, and we pretty much put that out of business. This is our employee quiet room, and the employees, when they're in it, they can slip the sign over, and then they come in, and they can come in here to get some time away from their desks and just relax, be a little stress-free. We've got essential oils for them to use and a book on meditation.
As well as healthy foods and healthy minds, there's plenty of healthy activity, with the company's garage being converted into an indoor pickleball arena.
It was really an inexpensive activity to bring into the workplace. It was a couple $100 for the court and the nets and the paddles. It's a great exercise for the employees to do during the day or after hours.
It's a great way to get guys together.
Yep, exactly, yeah. And we get, sometimes it'll just be 2 people out here playing. Sometimes we'll have both courts going and there'll be people waiting in line, and we'll have 15, 20 people out here some days.
Community and friendship is a vital part of the Blue Zones project, and an idea imported from the Blue Zones region of Okinawa in Japan has had a huge impact. Moai means meeting for a common purpose, and whether it's through walking groups or at the regular potluck Moai, it's become an integral part of Albert Lea life.
City of Albert Lea had a Blue Zone meeting looking for groups to come together and create Moais, potluck Moais, where healthy eating would be the focus. People were put together that were not always together or did not know each other. And after 12 months, meeting and sharing and trusting each other, we support each other right now. If I have a problem, I may call one of them. If I have a concern, I may call one of them. If I need a volunteer or help, I might call one of my new friends from the Potluck Moai.
Whether it's setting up walking school buses for kids, extending community garden spaces, creating no smoking areas throughout the town, or making sports activities easily accessible, Albert Lea has completely embraced the Blue Zones philosophy and completely changed its future.
Satisfaction levels with our town have risen almost 90%.
Healthcare costs for city workers is down 40%.
25% increase in property values across the board.
Biking and walking has increased by nearly 40% throughout our community.
Over 3 years of life have been added to the participants of this program.
If we want to bring healthcare down, if we want to live quality lives right until the end and not be hooked up to machines, we have to do something.
The people of this town in Minnesota have proved that you don't have to be living in a particular part of the world to enjoy a long and healthy life. And if they can do it in their community, who's to say we can't do the same in ours?